No rest for the best. That includes me, boys and girls, as the clock is just about to strike 1 a.m. That's right, double match week this week out in Italia as we look forward to the next round of matches in Serie A. We've got the latest round of predictions coming up. They are next, but they are not live. I need to go to bed, but we're going to get through them now. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction. But this time looking forward to the following week out in Serie A. And we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, World Football related, and of course Serie A related. We're going to all hear under Warowski. That's right. It's been a bit of a long day today. Work at the office. Football Manager 2020 dropped there earlier. Been busy with that. Of course, the games here out in Italy and of course in La Liga have also ended today, so we're going to get up to speed. So let's jump into the thick of things, folks, and take a little look at what's gone on this past few days over in Italy. So here we are. I'm jumping straight to it. I'm not going to give you any admin. I'm going to go straight to the thick of things. This is the grading criteria that both you and I will be judged for these next round of matches. 0 to 3, 4 to 6, and 7+. If you get to 0 to 3, you're in the straight face gang. 4 to 6, you're in the 0 to 3, you're in the shit face club. 4 to 6, you're in the straight face gang. 7+, you're in the top banana. I think there is a couple of years out there. So let's have a look and see how you guys got on. Obviously, it's been a busy old week. So Parma, woo. Catch my breath, did lose at home to Hellas Verona. I actually saw us going the other way. 2-0 in favour of Parma, so I slipped up there, boys. Brescia continue their shitty start to the season with a defeat, as expected, against Inter Milan. 2-1 final score on the day. I actually got this one close to the money. I went with a 3-1 win for Inter Milan on this one. The biggest game of the week was Napoli up against Atalanta. 2-2 final score. Big point for Atalanta away from home in the end. I actually went with a 3-2 win for Napoli, so just shy of that mark. Cagliari and Bologna also duked out to a 5-goal thriller. 3-2 in the end. Who said there's no goals out in Italy? There's plenty of them in this week. I actually went with a 2-0 win for Cagliari, so not too shabby. Champions and current leaders, Juventus, continue their impressive start with a 2-1 win over Genoa. I actually went with a 4-0 win on this one, so a little bit shy on the goals, but not too bad. Lazio 4-0 demolition of Torino at home. I actually went with a 2-0 on this one, so not the greatest, but you never know. Got the right points anyway. Sampdoria and Lecce 1-1 draw in the end. Battle of the relegation boys as the moment. I actually thought Sampdoria would get up and running here, but they slipped up once again. Just a 1-0 win. Sassuolo and Fiorentina, that ended up as a 2-1 win for the visitors in the end. I actually went with Sassuolo on this one. So far, not the brilliant round of predictions for me. But Roma got back to winning ways with a 4-0 win over Udinese, who just dropping goals like at the minute. Actually went with a 2-1 win for Roma on this one. And then on the last game of it, which what we waited for on Thursday night, was AC Milan up against SPAL. 1-0 win for the hosts. I actually went with a 2-1 win on this one. And as you can see, 2, 4, 6 out of 10 is not too bad. I'm just double checking, make sure I got that right. I don't think I got that right. I got one bang on the nose. No, I didn't. Hang on a minute. Let me just double check that. Got that one wrong, got that one right, got that one wrong, got that one right, got that one right, got that one right. Yeah, okay. 6 out of 10. So that puts me in the straight face gang. What about you, boys? Well, let's take a look. There are the predictions for this week. Adi Opetra, well done. Give her a round of applause. Well done. Top banana for the week. Adam Celtic, not too bad. Yannick Bustler. Also, you and Adi Opetra, top dogs this week. Italian Devil 222, it did okay. We are QPR, also straight face gang. Noah Haynes, straight face club. DNZ Canali, straight face club. Nathan Heber just squeaked in there with a straight face club. Jaden Cook with a straight face gang. Omaji Monday as well. Welcome. So that's 3 top bananas. And Nightmare Seeker, straight face gang. That's right. So this is what the current state of flux looks like in Italy. Juventus lead the way just to 1 point. And then there's a bit of a gap between themselves and Atalanta in 3rd. Roma are in 4th at the moment. Lazio 5th. Napoli are in 6th. Is it Claudio Ranieri? Is he manager? Where is he manager now? Claudio Ranieri. Where is he manager? Right here, right now. Sampdoria. It's my club who I keep an eye on at the moment. This is it. Actually, it's his second stint, I think, as Sampdoria coach. Is it? No. He's replaced the ex-Roma manager for the second time. Been around the block since his Premier League winning days. He went to Nantes, he went to Fulham, he went to Roma, and now he's at Sampdoria, hopefully to steer them to safety. But so far, it's not been great for him. Master table as it stands. SPAL are in there as well. Brescia as well in the drop zone. So let's take a look at the next round of matches. This is match day number, good question, match day number 11 coming at you this week, taking place from Saturday, November 2nd and Sunday, November 3rd. Is there any games on the Monday on this one? There is, Monday the 4th, which is that last one down there. So we're going to kick it all off. We're going to plough through these. We're not really going to dig too much into details. It is Roma up against Napoli, one of the games of the weekend this time out. Roma came to this in 4th spot. Ahead of Napoli, actually, in 18th spot. Just the 1 point separate the two sides. Roma come into this 5 games unbeaten. Same could be said for Napoli. But Roma have won back-to-back games coming into this. Napoli are back-to-back draws at the moment. Do you want to go look at the past previous encounters? Well, go on then. Let's twist my arm and have a little look. The previous 6 games between these two sides in all competitions and all venues. 2 wins for Roma, 3 wins for Napoli, and 1 draw along the way. This time last season, this result ended up as a 4-1 win for Napoli. The odds on this one, what the bookmakers think, they've gone with 31-20 for Roma, 8-5 for Napoli, 5-2 the draw. For me, going to go with Roma on this one. It's a bit of a surprise. I've usually side with Napoli, so a bit against the grain. And that win, should they come true, could see them go to 3rd in the table, and they'll be knocking on, well, definitely in the old Champions League spots, in the contention anyway. Bologna taking on Inter Milan this week. Bologna come into this in 11th. Inter Milan are in 2nd. A win for Inter could go top of the pops. They come into this, though, just 2 wins out of the past 4. Bologna come into this, just the 1 win out of 6. So it's not great form coming into this. The recent record between these two sides, shall we take a look? We shall indeed. Again, taking place on Saturday. 1 win for Bologna, 4 wins for Inter, and 1 draw along the way. This scoreline last season, the result last year, 3-0 win for Inter. The bookmakers' odds on this one go 5-2 for Bologna, 21-20 for Inter Milan. They are red hot favourites, 5-2 the draw coming into this. Going to go with Inter Milan on this one, 3-1 win, comfortable in the end. And again, could potentially push them top of the table. But we'll find out right here, right now, if they go top of the table. Because Torino taking on Juve at the top of the table. Obviously, Torino not doing the bits at the moment. They are in 13th spot at the moment without a win in 5. Juventus coming in this, just the 1 slip up, which was a draw. When did they draw? Was it against Lecce? I think it was Lecce. Yeah, it was a 1-1 draw, surprise one there. Bookmakers odds on this for the final game of Saturday, and it is in towards the evening. 11-2 for Torino, 52-100 on for Juventus, 3-1 the draw. The recent record between these two sides. Let's take a little closer look. What is it like? It's 0 wins for Torino, 4 wins for Juve, 2 draws along the way. This scoreline last season was a 1-0 win for Juventus. Of course, Ronaldo, the scorer on the day. Going to go with Juventus as well on this one. 2-1 win. Fine margins, but just enough to get over the line. Moving into Sunday's matches, Atalanta up against Cagliari. Atalanta are doing bits so far in this season, both domestically. Not doing too well in the Champions League stakes at the moment. Hopefully they'll turn that around. The recent record between these Cells and Cagliari over the years: 3 wins for Atalanta and 3 wins for Cagliari. The bookmakers' odds on this bad boy, they go 27-100 on for Atalanta. 9-1 for Cagliari, 24-5 the draw. Cagliari come into this in 5th spot at the moment, not too bad. Potentially they could leapfrog Atalanta with a win and a good of goal swing as well. Maybe a 6-0 demolition would do it. Atalanta come into this 4 wins at the past 6. The other 2 were draws. Cagliari also not too shabby, 3 wins at the past 6. The other 3 were draws. So both of these 2 unbeaten in a bunch. This could be Cagliari's year to get back into Europa League football. But they'll lose this one 3-0 at Atalanta. Let's kick it on further. Genoa taking on Udinese. Genoa coming to this 17th in the table. Udinese coming to this 14th. There's only 2 points separating the two sides, so Genoa technically could go as high as 13th, and that would include leapfrogging their visitors this weekend. The recent record between these two sides, as they meet out on Sunday, November 3rd, looks a little bit like this. 0 wins for Genoa, 4 wins for Udinese, 2 draws along the way. The last time last season, this result ended up as a 2-2 draw back in October last year. The bookmakers' odds on this one, 10-11 on for Genoa. A win for Udinese. Where would they go? They would go as high as a 9th in the table. For me, I can't remember. I think I'm going with a 2-1 win for Genoa on this bad boy. They'll snatch it. They'll take home all 3 points. Hellas Verona. They are up against Brescia. Battle of the B-boys here. These two teams were in Serie B last season. But now they are knocking on, trying to get some points on the board over in Serie A. Both struggling a little bit. Verona doing better. 12 points on the board. Sitting in 12th as well. 2 wins at the past 6. Brescia, though, coming to this, back-to-back defeats for them. They sit in the relegation zone in 18th spot. The recent record between these two sides, all competitions, all venues, 2 wins for Verona, 2 for Brescia, 2 draws along the way. Now, they did meet last season. Over Verona, it was a 2-2 draw. That was earlier in the year, actually, back in April. The bookmakers' odds: 11-10 for Verona, 27-10 for Brescia, 11-5 Zitro. I am actually going to go with Zitro, 1-1 in the end, and that will not do much to the table. It would give Brescia 8 points, potentially could get out of the drop zone depending on what goes on with Genoa, but I have them winning, so that doesn't look good. As for Hellas Verona, that point could push them up to 9th in the table. What do we got going on next? We have Lecce up against Sassuolo this Wochenende. Lecce come into this. Where are they in the table? They sit in 16th spot. Sassuolo just one better in 15th. They are level on points, 9 points apiece. Sassuolo have a better goal difference. They do come into this, though, 2 wins out of 6. Meanwhile, Lecce, 3 draws on the spin. For so far so good. The bookmakers' odds on this one, what have they got? 17-10 for Lecce, 8-5 for Sassuolo, 9-4 Zitro on this one. What have we got going on? A win for Lecce could go as high as 11th of the table. A win for Sassuolo, same deal applies. I'm actually going to go with a 2-1 win for Lecce on this one, which should give them a big old springboard up the table a little bit. Moving forward, we'll have Fiorentina up against Parma this weekend as well. They come into this. Fiorentina sit in, where are they up to 8th now? Just one defeat out of the past 6. Obviously, what they got, who's his name? The Frenchman. Frank Ribery on the books these days. Parma coming into this, just one place worse off in 9th. With 3 wins at the past 6, but going back a few games since their last victory, if we are completely honest with you. Now, the recent record between these two sides in all competitions, all venues, just a couple of games. It was 2 wins for Parma, 0 wins for Fiorentina. They did draw back in 2017. This scoreline last season was a 1-0 win for Parma on this one. Bookmakers' odds. What have they got going on here? They've got 47-100 for Fiorentina, 11-2 to the away win, 10-3 for the draw. For me, going to go with a Fiorentina victory here, 2-0 in the end. Job done in the coffers, 3 points on their way. AC Milan taking on Roma, another big game this weekend over in Italiano. It takes place on the last game on Sunday night. The recent record between these two sides goes in favour of the host. 2 wins for them, 3 draws, and 1 win for Lazio. That last win was the last time that these two sides met over in Milan. It was a 1-0 win for Lazio. Bookmakers' odds on this one, 90-10 for AC Milan, 27-20 for Lazio, 12-5 to draw. Lazio actually come into this in 7th spot. A win for them could go as high as 3rd. A win for AC Milan could go as high as 8th. They still need to get the points on the board, but they do come into this just a 1 defeat out of 4. Lazio come to this unbeaten in 5. For me, going to go with a 2-2 draw on this. We can separate the two sides. If it was over in Rome, I would go with Lazio, but AC Milan will grind out at least a point at home. And wrapping it up, it'll be SPAL up against Sampdoria this weekend, closing it out on Monday night. It's going to take me a minute to get over there, but we're there. Coming into this, the SPAL have actually played these two boys 5 times over the past few years, going back to 2017. 4 wins for Sampdoria, 1 win for SPAL. Last time out, this result ends as a 2-1 win for Sampdoria. The bookmakers' odds, what they got going on this sucker, they've got 31-20 for SPAL, 7-4 for Sampdoria, 23-10 the draw. Coming into this, the table suggests a victory for SPAL, but only just. They come into this in 19th spot, 7 points on the board. Sampdoria are worse with 5 points, and they are 20th. A win for Sampdoria technically could go out the drop zone. They could force Genoa down if the results go the way, and that would push actually SPAL to the bottom of the table. What you guys got? Make sure you can put your predictions in down the bottom. For me, going to go with Sampdoria. Ranieri's boys are going to get up and running with a win, and then hopefully they will keep on looking behind them, because they'll be climbing up that table. Now, let's just say between you and I that these are the results that happens this weekend. Then this is what the table would look like. Juventus will top the pops still with 29 points. Inter Milan will be in 2nd with 28. Atalanta 3rd. Roma 4th. And Lazio would be in 5th. Napoli as far as 6th as it stands after matchday number 11. SPAL will be going down. Sampdoria will be moving in the right direction. promotion, and Brescia will also be in trouble as it stands. What you guys got for me in the predictions? Stick them down below so we can check them out next weekend. Hopefully it'll slow down a little bit because it's been a bit of a roller coaster with Serie A this week. But yes, my friends, that is it. Be sure to get your predictions in nice and early. Please give this video some love and smash that thumbs up button. Let's get closer to the 100 likes now. 100 likes if we can. Get this video up there in the old algorithm. We do it all again next week. Again, hopefully just a single match day. It'll be the final game before the international break. So yeah, we'll see who will be top of the pops heading into that international break next week. Until then, thumbs up, subscribe. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.